Welcome back to the channel. So I've got a lot going on right now, but I'm going to take a time out from all that stuff. I'm actually going to be building something a little bit different. My neighbors own a deer processing company, and they live just right across the way, and they're always having people pull into their yard, and they haven't put their sign out this year. My other neighbor threw out a sign basically telling people like, hey, you know, you're not really welcome here. The deer processing place is over there that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and build them a nice sign and just put it in my yard. I know a lot of you would probably think, well, why don't you just go over there and, you know, tell them what's up? But I kind of owe it to them because I'm always out shooting guns and having bonfires and parties and building stuff. So I've done my fair share of ruckus here in the neighborhood. So I'm gonna go ahead and build them a little sign. I'm gonna just build it out of this plywood. Just gonna cut it out, and since this is plywood, I don't want any water getting back here, so I'm gonna put a little bit of a trim on here. My mother-in-law, who is super awesome, I don't tell her that to her face because I just give her a hard time to keep her in line, but she's pretty much the best mother-in-law in the world. Made me some decals I'm gonna put on here. I'm gonna put a piece of plexiglass over it, and hopefully it'll be weatherproof for a few years. I'm gonna put it on the corner of my lot so it won't really bother anybody, and I think it'll work out pretty well. Hopefully they don't get mad. I'm doing it to be nice, not passive aggressive, so hopefully they sort of appreciate it. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and get this plywood cut out. Just gonna cut it out to 24 inches by 24 inches. Should be about the right size for the decals that we have. I'm just gonna use this little trim to go around the outside. And I'll just tack it on there. That'll protect this open edge here where all this is glued together. Just kind of give it something for the weather to run off. Whenever you come to a corner like this, what I would recommend is just come over and just make your first 45 cut. Now you can take that little piece you cut off and get yourself a perfect corner, and then hold this in place and come over to the other side and make a mark, and then you can make your other 45-degree cut to come down. Okay, we have a pretty nice corner there. I'm gonna go ahead and tack this top piece in place, and then I'll go ahead and make the sides. Okay, I'm gonna get my corner set back up. Okay, we're about perfect right there. I'm gonna get my little brad nailer, shoot this in. Okay, I'm gonna cut my other pieces out the same way. I'm just gonna cut my first 45-degree angle and come back to this corner, make a mark, and I'll go ahead and cut it off. So for those of you that saw my nail gun speech when I was framing, I know this thing looks really cute and harmless, but this too will ruin your day. It's also basically a firearm that fires nails, so keep your fingers out of the way with this as well. All right, I'm gonna throw a quick coat of paint on this. I'm gonna get both sides done at once. So I'm gonna flip this over. Kind of balance. I'm going to paint the bottom. Then I'm gonna flip it over, paint the other side. And since this is the back, I don't really care what it looks like. I can just go back and just touch up the back a little bit if it gets messed up sitting on the block. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry. I know some of you might have thought that maybe I waste a little bit of paint just by pouring it out and brushing it out and wiping some on a paper towel, but the paint's cheap. My time's kind of expensive right now. I don't have much of it. Okay, here's the sign. I went ahead and put the vinyl on without anybody watching me because I was pretty sure if I filmed it, I was gonna mess it up. So I'm gonna cut a piece of plexiglass to put over it. I'm gonna screw it to some boards, and tomorrow I'll go hang it up. Okay, almost 24 by 24. Okay, we have our piece of plexiglass here. I went ahead and took the plastic off. If you're gonna use this for picture frames or anything, you're going to be looking through it, you definitely want to make sure that you keep the plastic on so it doesn't scratch. I don't really care what this looks like, it's just going to be a covering. So I just ripped the plastic off. Cut this plexiglass, just get a little knife like this. I bought this one from Lowe's, just has a little hook on it. All you do is just grab the plexiglass and you'll just cut, dragging that little edge towards you. Just score it a few times and then you can just snap it off. I recommend not pulling real hard. Just try to get a line on here, and then after that, you can just take subsequent passes and it'll just get deeper and deeper. Okay, then when you're done, you'll just snap this off. If it doesn't snap off pretty clean, you can just take a couple more passes. Take a couple more passes here. That should be good. We only need to go about 24 inches by 24 inches. Okay, our plexiglass fits in there pretty well. A couple marks on it. I'm gonna put a couple screws in it that'll go to some boards. I'll screw it into the boards, and then tomorrow I'm gonna use some stakes that you use for forming concrete forms. I'm gonna drive those in the ground and then screw those into the 2x4s. Okay, I drilled down just enough to hold this in place, but I didn't really torque down on these screws because you will crack this plexiglass. Okay, here's the finished product. I made it so it stands about 4 feet tall, and down here in the bottom is where I'm gonna anchor those concrete stakes. And here's the finished product. That completes the sign project. I hope that helps with direct traffic to my neighbors who do the deer processing and keep people from coming in our driveway. Like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and hopefully we see you in the next one. Thanks.